everyone! Today we're visiting one of the newest museums in the Washington D.C. area, the National Museum of the United States Army. Located about 30 minutes away from the National Mall in D.C., this museum covers the history of the U.S. Army from its infancy to the War on Terror today. After parking at the museum, you'll make your way towards an imposing reflective metal building that houses the museum's collections and exhibits. The lobby ceiling as you enter the building is decorated with streamers representing various Army campaigns. Your first stop after picking up a museum map should be the Army Movie Theater. Here, an introductory film will show depictions of famous battles and moments in U.S. Army history. Following the film, you'll head to a large hallway that will serve as the main conduit to access the activities and exhibits at the museum. I recommend checking out the Army Action Center for fun augmented reality battle experiences and virtual tank combat. These extra experiences cost money, but entrance to the museum is free, so you won't need to push your budget too much in order to drive your own virtual tank into battle. On the other side of the hallway are the bulk of the museum's exhibits, taking you on a several-hour-long journey from the Revolutionary War to today. The section on the Civil War pulls no punches in the ongoing debate around causes of the war. The first sentence you encounter entering the Civil War exhibit states, "The Civil War threatened to tear the nation apart over the issue of slavery." Exhibits on the First and Second World War feature trenches and artillery that help bring these bloody periods to life. One of the highlights of the museum for me was the Cold War displays that featured conflicts that tend to be more overlooked and don't have significant museums already dedicated to them in the United States. Korea and Vietnam have helpful exhibits that explain the conflicts while tying them into the broader Cold War story. The areas covering post-Cold War conflicts also give visitors a chance to see artifacts and displays from a time that's too recent for many other museums to cover. I was impressed with the layout of most of the exhibits and the way information and artifacts were merged with technology and touchscreen panels. While printed text gave overviews of a battle or theater of operations, the touchscreens allowed you to dive deeper into specific aspects of campaigns and battles. Throughout the museum, there's a nice mixture of small artifacts in standard glass museum cases, with larger exhibits showing soldiers, tanks, and helicopters. One of the presentation decisions I found particularly helpful and thought-provoking was the frequent use of direct quotes to add more information and a sense of personality and character to the topic being discussed. Directly quoting soldiers and politicians gives visitors the chance to understand history from the perspective of the men and women who were alive at the time. Overall, the National Army Museum does an excellent job presenting the long and storied history of America's Army and its many theaters of operation. With free entrance and a great location near Washington, D.C., you won't regret stopping here next time you visit the nation's capital.